If you guys don't know, this movie was booed at Cannes. Here are some other movies who were booed at Cannes. See a pattern here? Hello my beautiful geekies and welcome to my review for The Sea of Trees, directed by Gus Van Sant, written by Chris Sparling, and starring Matthew McConaughey, Naomi Watts, and Ken Watanabe. This movie tells the story of a man who goes to this famous forest in Japan where people go to commit suicide. He goes there for reasons I do not want to disclose, and then as he's just waiting, thinking about how he's going to do the deed, a man shows up seeming lost and he needs to find a way out, but he has his wrists cut, so he might not survive for a while. From then on, him and Matthew McConaughey find great obstacles and a few other things. As I said in the intro, this movie was booed at Cannes and it certainly does not deserve such a thing. In fact, let me go on a ramble a little bit here. No movie should ever get a boo, especially at a festival. Movies are art and they do not deserve that. I hated Independence Day Resurgence. I hated Urge. I hated Insurgent. You know what I do? I come home and I film a review and I put it out on the internet. I do not stand up and boo a movie out loud. I show no disrespect to a movie or to the audience around me. And that makes me lose a lot of respect for Cannes as a festival. That is all. On with the review. I love Matthew McConaughey in this movie. His performance is very strong, but very subdued. This is not his best performance ever since The McConaissance. That is still, of course, Dallas Buyers Club. But he is really good and very different in this movie. This man at all times seems tortured, haunted, not being able to handle something that comes from his past, and you find out why and how during the movie from flashbacks where you see his life with Naomi Watts, who plays his wife. This man and woman live in a broken marriage. They share guilt and sorrow and sadness and regret, and they are haunted by these things that truly tarnish their lives together. And now, some other things that still happen contributing to that horrible life take Matthew McConaughey to this forest. And as you watch his relationship with Ken Watanabe and they start to know each other and helping each other out because they can't find a way out of the forest and so they have to fend for themselves against nature. Much like in the way that Leo DiCaprio had to fend against himself against nature in The Revenant, but of course not as bad. But I like the relationship between these two people a lot, and I mean a lot. Both these actors are great, they work great, and both of them are very subdued. Their performances are on equal levels, and I love seeing that. The movie doesn't depend on music, doesn't depend on cinematography, it's about these two characters and their relationship, and that's what the movie focuses on. And as you learn what took them to this forest, both of them, you start feeling so much for both Matthew McConaughey and Ken Watanabe. And it starts seeping into you how you want both of them to live and you don't want them to do this thing that they are there to do. Now you're probably thinking that this is another Pulp Fiction or Inglourious Basterds or Taxi Driver. No, this is certainly a good movie, however not a great movie or even less beyond that. I don't like how this movie handles the lighting at night. And it is realistic to the point where you would see people with that type of lighting if you were standing right there next to them. However, in the movie, I would not mind being able to see a little bit more of their faces. And there are times where Ken Watanabe just seems to not be telling information to Matthew McConaughey. Without spoiling, by the end of the movie, that is justified, but still, they could have planted a little bit more of seeds on that hole for the tree to grow a little faster. And remember what I said about Ken Watanabe having his wrists cut? Those look bad, my friends, and I mean bad. And again, without spoiling, by the end of the movie, it is justified how he could survive that. However, if that was not needed, they should have never used it. There is also one part where Matthew McConaughey's character falls from this very high cliff. We do not use feet as measurement, but it's about 15 to 20 meters high of a cliff. and he falls down. As he's falling, he goes face first against a rock, and then he keeps on falling until the bottom, the ground, where he goes back first against a rock. And then he's still able to walk. He even has a stick going through him, and Ken Watanabe takes it out. Don't worry, this is not a spoiler. It seems too easy. You would not be able to walk after that fall. If you see the movie, please tell me you agree with me, because I just don't think that would be possible. This is a movie that can be considered very depressing. It is a very sad story. It is all about guilt and broken marriage and sorrow and depression and regret about things you do and do not do in your life, and how you can ruin your marriage by staying married. It has a very great commentary on people really who want to go to suicide themselves, and it does not villainize them or glorify them. It makes you understand how these people can come to that conclusion. I really respect that, and it is a movie that always stays on focus with great performances and a very personal story. And I will say that Sea of Trees is absolutely a martini, because it is a good time anytime. Although you cannot watch this at any time because it's not a great party movie, so I'm kind of contradicting myself. It's a martini. You drink it, it's good, alright? Cool. What did you guys think of Sea of Trees? Are you a big Matthew McConaughey fan? Are you a big Gus Van Sant fan? Let me know which are your favorite movies for both those gentlemen. Don't forget as well to ask me your questions with the hashtag Max7Q&A that is in the description with your questions about anything. The review is coming on Thursday and the Q&A on Saturday. Also, if you don't know, you can stalk me on the internet through my Facebook and Instagram and vlog channel, and all those links are in the description. Thank you, my beautiful geekies, for watching. I love you all so much. You guys are awesome. You are the best. And if you want to be one of the geekies and join the beautiful geeky community, go ahead and click subscribe and join us so you can be geeky united. Once more, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Stay beautiful. Stay geeky. Cheers.